This is Dion, Code Pioneers. Are you team Apple or are you team Android? If you're like me, I'm neither. I refuse to be loyal to either one of these companies. I use Apple and Android interchangeably, but some developers out there are strictly team Android. And so if you're strictly team Android, you could run into issues with Safari on the iPhone. Safari on iPhone is like the second most evil villain to web developers. It's like right up under Internet Explorers. There's a lot of weird stuff that happens to websites and web apps on Safari on iPhone, and developers they just have to be ready to test things on mobile Safari. And you don't want to be the developer that's always disrupting the workflow of the other developers on the team, asking them, hey, can you check something on Safari on iPhone for me, right? So this video is dedicated to all of those developers that are team Android. They don't own a physical iPhone. So what we're going to do is actually be able to test Safari on an iPhone on a Mac computer. So the first thing you want to do is go over to the App Store. So I'm in the App Store here right now. And in the search, if you don't have this already, just go ahead and search the Xcode app. So that's Xcode. And you'll see the little hammer icon here. I already have it downloaded. So I'm just gonna go ahead and open this up. Once you download Xcode, you're gonna see this little box right here. We're not gonna be doing anything with this Xcode playground here. What we really want is to go into Xcode here, open developer tool and simulator. And once you open the simulator, this iPhone is going to appear on the screen and it's going to power itself on. So we'll give that some time to power on, and then we'll go through the next steps to start testing Safari on here. So I'm here with the iPhone simulator open here and also Safari open, but I want to show you a couple of things on the simulator. If you go to File, Open Device, and iOS 13.6, these are all the different iOS devices you can open up here. So you can even open up the iPad Pro, the iPad Air, all of these different versions of the iPhone down to iPhone 8. You can also open up Apple TV, and you can even open the Apple Watch series up to test some things on there. But for this demonstration, we're just focused on the iPhone here that just generically came up here. Let's go ahead and open Safari on here on the actual iPhone. And while that's opening up, let's go over to Safari here in the browser, because we want to add the developer tools to this. So we have to go to Preferences under Safari. And under in the Preferences under Advanced here, you want to show development menu in menu bar, and then that's going to make a developer menu pop up there. So we'll click that, and there's the develop menu. That's what we need. So the develop menu is there. Let's go to a website that we can test. So I'm just going to go to Amazon.com, since there's a lot going on Amazon's homepage. So we'll be able to look at some things in the developer tools on in here on Amazon. See, yeah, Amazon's got a bunch of different elements where a lot of stuff is taking place. So as a developer, you want to be able to, like, say if this slider was broken, or this banner right here wasn't showing correctly, you want to be able to go into the code and see the code that's, you know, causing the issue. So I'm also going to go to Amazon on here, inside of the Safari on the browser. So we see the difference between desktop and mobile here. It's two different experiences. And so what a developer experiences on here, you know, everything could be good, but down here, you know, that's where things go wrong, especially on a mobile device. So if we go to develop and we go to the simulator, we want to simulate Amazon.com on this device here. So we want to take it off of the desktop browser and put it on the mobile device. And that's going to open up this web inspector. This is what we want here. See, because we want to be able to, like we said, if this was broken, we want to be able to inspect the code. So once you have this open, if you click this little, like, looks like a little directional gaming pad here, that's the inspector. And that's where you can click on a certain element. When you click on it, it will jump to that element. So here's the element here. And so say if you needed to change something or see how something would look, like I can change the max height of this slider, these slider images to 50% or something like that. Or I can change the max width of it to 50%. That's just an example. If this was the experience that was supposed to happen on mobile, now you can actually, you can look into the developer tools and actually start manipulating it inside of here instead of not really being able to control it. Now, for you tech heads out there, I know what you're thinking. There's always somebody who's trying to like do too much. Do not try to go on this simulator and try to go to the app store on here and start like trying to use other apps. You're not going to be able to do that. The simulator is compiled totally differently than the iPhone, so you can't just go in here, download apps off of the app store and start using this on the simulator. This is compiled totally differently, and it's strictly for if you're developing your own app for iPhone or if you're testing stuff on the browser. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this quick video. If you're a developer disrupting other developers, stop doing that. Use the simulator. Again, this is Dion, Code Pioneers. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Give me a like, a thumbs up on this video. I'll see you in the next video.